San Diego State. They are next up on the docket. And Brady Hoke, decent year last year, but they didn't beat any of the best teams on their schedule, which is interesting, right? Defense was pretty good under Kurt Maddox, but still got a problem with the offense. Let's look at the numbers. 7-6 last year. They were 5-8 against the spread. Look, their post-game win expectancy was 6.77 and 5.23. So, they were about exactly what they should have been. The offense was just not good. Number 91 PPA per drive. Defense, as always, number 16 PPA per drive on defense. Pretty good. Ryan Lindley is the offensive coordinator this year. He was the quarterback's coach last year. He's a former Aztecs quarterback. Look, let's start on the offensive side here. Let's talk about this. One, we'll talk about turnover margin and all that here in a little bit. The quarterback, Jalen Maiden, did show promise in the last 8 weeks, right? He threw for 2,000-plus yards, but he had 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. He was number 59 in PPA per pass, but number 80 in passing success. That's not good. This team ran the ball on 54% of their offensive plays. That was number 34 nationally, but they were number 105 in rushing success rate. I mean, it's like hitting your head against a brick wall over and over and over again. Can the offensive line be better this year? That's the big question for this offense, because you're going to need them to be. For the running backs, Christian and Armstead here. Jordan Byrd is not there anymore, and he didn't even have really good numbers last year. So, at wide receiver, you're going to have some new faces too. Terrell Shavers is gone, and Matthews is gone as well. You're losing your center and your right tackle. And you got some dudes that you're missing out on. On defense, Kurt Maddox always does a pretty good job. As I mentioned before, really good against the rush. Weren't great against the pass. Number 61 in passing success rate allowed. The front six is going to look completely different, but they do still have a lot of talent here. They lost 7 of their top 12 leading tacklers, along with 5 of their top 6 TFL and sack guys. Defense was number 17 or 16 PPA per drive, number 31 in success allowed overall, but number 63 PPA per pass. Just rough stuff, right? The secondary needs to be better this year, but also they lost their star safety, Patrick McMorris. He transferred out. So, who knows? They do get some guys in, though. Cody Moon is coming in from New Mexico, and he was awesome last year. Just awesome. So, let's look at some keys to the season. The win total for San Diego State sits at 7. To go over is -110. To go under is -120. So, the books expect them to go under more often than they would go over. They've got an insanely rough 4-game stretch in weeks 2 through 5. And then they close the season with San Jose State and Fresno State. The offense has to step up early. They just have to. They open week 0 against Ohio, but then you look at week 2, you got UCLA at Oregon State, Boise State at Air Force. Then you get a week off, you get to go to Hawaii, you play Nevada, and then you got another week off, and then Utah State at Colorado State, at San Jose State, and Fresno State. I've got a win over Fresno State down at the bottom here. But that could easily be that could be a loss. Just saying. They got to stop beating themselves. Right? Number 113 penalties per game, number 116 giveaways per game. They got to clean up the fundamentals. I mean, what are we doing? Just ridiculous numbers. Brady Hoke got worse every year at Michigan. Like, if you go look at the records, he started out fantastic in year 1. And then every year after that was just brutal, like just rough. Yeah. Like, he has now gone from 12-2. We're not going to count the COVID season for these guys, but they went 12-2 in 2021 at San Diego State. And now 7-6 last year. They need a rebound year in the worst way. I don't see it, though. The win total is 7 for a reason. I've got them winning 7 games, and that's with a win over Fresno State, right? I think the floor for this team, probably 5-7. I think the ceiling is probably 9-3. I don't have a lot of faith in the offense, but has anybody had faith in San Diego State's offense in a while? I don't think so. And so, not going to take a side on this. If I had to take a side, I would go with the under, because I just don't buy San Diego State a whole lot right now. But again, like, this is a team that always plays good defense. If you can play good defense, probably be able to win some games in the Mountain West. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.